First off, tell us your name and position.
I'm Jason Lewis. I'm an attorney here in Rome. I'm also a city judge at the Rome Municipal Court, and just proud to be a member of our community.
What got you in the law?
Well, I've always been interested in government and politics and law, and those are things I've always been interested in. After college, I worked for a few years and then decided to go to law school because it was something that I really wanted to pursue, and I'm glad I did. I'm having a great time doing it.
What's been some of the toughest challenges? You've been on both sides of the aisle, one as an assistant DA, now as a defense attorney. What's been some of the challenges with both and going from one to the other?
Well, one way I like to look at it is it's the same game. You're just sort of switching teams, going from prosecutor to defense attorney. I was an assistant DA for several years, and now I've been a defense attorney for several years. But as long as you know the rules, you know how to play the game, you can do that. And when I say game, I don't mean to diminish it. It's a serious thing, but what I mean is that as long as you know how to operate in the court system, you can represent the state as a prosecutor or a defendant as a defense attorney and do that well and ethically, which is what I try to do.
What do you enjoy most about it?
I enjoy just the work, mostly in court. I enjoy going to court in front of judges and juries and explaining cases to them and helping my client through what's probably going to be the most difficult situation in their life, and just walking them through that process and hopefully getting a favorable outcome for them.
How much work goes involved in your direction? Folks always talk about lawyers and see law shows, but how much work do you actually put in cases?
Well, people see cases on TV, whether it's the news, a real case, or a Law and Order type show, a drama. They just see a few minutes of what takes many, many hours to prepare. So there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes in preparing cases and interviewing witnesses and gathering evidence and things of that sort. So for every hour that we're in court presenting the case, there's probably 20 hours behind the scenes getting ready for that hour of work. So there's certainly a lot that goes unseen.
You know, we've asked other folks in law about TV shows, the CSIs, Law and Orders. How do you feel that's played in your game?
Well, what it does is it changes the expectations of jurors specifically. If we have a jury trial, most of those people have seen some of those shows, maybe even love those shows and watch them every week. And so we have to make sure they understand that TV is different than real life and alter their expectations of what's going to happen during a trial. A real trial, is often boring, it's very long, and there's not a lot of drama. So we have to prepare them for that and make sure that they're the kind of juror who can sit through that without becoming frustrated and unfairly judging one side or the other.
What makes you different than other lawyers in the area? Well,
I think one thing that gives me an advantage as a criminal defense attorney is my background as a prosecutor. I was an assistant DA for a few years before I became a defense attorney, and that gives me a perspective that a lot of criminal defense attorneys don't have. I sort of know what the other side is thinking a lot of times, in good and bad ways, and so I can sort of anticipate that, and it helps me prepare my client's case. I'm also a judge for the city court, so I've even seen cases from the perspective of the judge, and so it gives me an advantage, I think, to be able to see a case from every perspective in that way, and I think it helps my client.
What is it about Rome and Floyd County that this is where you decided to call home and what you love?
Well, I came to Rome because it was the first job offer I got right out of law school. I had never been to Rome in my life until 1999 when I came here to be a clerk for Superior Court Judge Salmon. And my wife and I came here without kids at the time, and we fell in love with this community. It just has everything we could ever ask for. We become a member of a local church, First Baptist, and we've made many great friends. And we just love this community, don't have any plans to leave it. This is our home now, and just really proud to be part of it.
And finally, what firm do you work with?
Well, I'm a founding partner in Smith, Lewis, and Haley here in Rome, and we have 4 attorneys, and we do all sorts of different law. My specialties are criminal defense and divorce and personal injury and employment discrimination. We have other attorneys who handle other areas of law, and so between the 4 of us we can handle just about any kind of case that you might have. So just let us know.
Contact information?
Yeah. Our phone number is 706-291-0040. And we have a Facebook page as well. Just look for Smith, Lewis, and Haley on Facebook and give us a call. We'd be happy to help you in any way we can.